Promo at so mema de semayina aha aba UTV promo kase so baby bia wo bia channel so betimi a share kase wa be fonten times so UTV Ghana saso and on channel 360 DSTV so betimi a share wo fiefie mu ye de bi e mane wo e wo haseda kase en come this way chocolate drink best 0.7 cents the best assurance U2 eye data salt and special eyes mineral water we any jumako omasomasana mede premo kase babeda wo na ensama hodo edi mu akotene ebi ene Burkina Faso sabre o mada dwumedie kase bi edi amanei asofo dodo na from my Ghana mu hase so ekopie mu wo honomo ebusiafo monkeypox area abai sabre di o my Ghana mu 4 cases na ya record day enti obibia enhye so sa we ene nsem kaye ka ho na yede eba besomo se premo kase mo somfo abenachi boache na sabri mede eba bedamo na yendo kase no mu esukoi na enche bia na beto odwa se monkeypox aba ama emu mienu na beto odwa ma ne Ghana Health Service ene Ministry of Health for de kokobo ba ye yengohoro yensa mema yembembe nipa na bese na miensemuni ene se beto odwa se mienu asaba beka ho amanei emu enan na ya record na mpemfo de beto odwa se omu tracy ye no wo mamudi kanya bie no any contact bia with wo mo a enei ya record ne nam so ama yensa ka Dr. Joseph Eyite Oliver Kome ewo eya homa no so ye director of Ghana Infectious Diseases Center enei doc ewa homa doc what me ka memo ha eba UTV promo kase so.
Yo, good afternoon.
Me patrona wo to say.
Me patro me hoye.
Yo, doc na e de beto ojo e kan say monkeypox yare abai say ye kan monkeypox na say de yare no bi wo hono ma ye nim na bakwasem ba bi a efriba we no na bakwasem pa ene say.
Well, monkeypox so say dini monkeypox. And say we feel say na be monkeys na a bar human beings. But as at now, be a fit for obedience who say this monkey and I say that monkey, but your name say is really a fit more and a bar human beings.
Okay, and now in a beto just say nipa mienu and so far sa cases no and a beto ja but yeah that sorry yes mienu aba beka ho a year and 9 e dear ba dear pana mienu eye nti ekoma yetimi record this cases na de mienu so ya abai enframa bi na abo nti ama enam mframa mu ayenya ne sa na se eye de na nipa dodo ne wo ho no manya banhu na yenhu wo ma se yes 4 cases ni record
you fan say on say na ye start say ye ka monkeypox media from boy and pa bo je wo bebre interact say obi wo na say so we nya rush I didn't know ye kan e bi na menya it's not a hospital so a hospital na ye to be picking it up and we na no mo yare omo ye self medication but mo say nyama no mo call hospital and I assure mo no and say I say e wo bom bebre but obi nya rush or the hospital na ye to me hwe mana ye to say we monkeypox and na say monkeypox yeah can ya suspect people go bebre but only 4 when I hear say omo ye monkeypox other ones na nya monkeypox okay dey mo boy my ye to me ye na nimgia about monkeypox since na yet me hu bebre sa.
Okay. Doc, sa monkeypox yare bi ho empopoye ana say yare a wode ne ho.
One say in country tonight you will be there for smallpox. Smallpox a virus na officer smallpox family name. Okay. Also smallpox na your vaccination mass smallpox into you give smallpox see area say ha. Into smallpox in your biome no. After na monkeypox na smallpox to quite me pepper penny ko after there on so man so into the vaccine war monkeypox so and as we go be assured that very soon and also it will better.
Okay. Doc said you can say first na nka na near smallpox no na just say you be try ti aka no S-pox na so ye wo monkeypox ye try ti na Mpox enye bia is it a direct from monkeys? Yes, I said udi kai ebo so there. Now for the purpose of education, one more afei no ma joining e kase no. E direct ade virus for monkeys ana.
Na e kan e fe bi fe zoonotic disease. E kan zoonotic that just fi amoa ho
okay.
And a bad human being. It passes from monkeys no. Along the line a transfer by human beings. It's a transfer from one human being to the next human being.
Okay. No minim say obi enya typhoid a ade ya na ebesi etirim yesi onipa no sebi wadi ajanan enu ntia ye ba eyesa monkeypox here apart from sebia virus no efri emoa ho ene ba nipa ho no eye moa bi a etimi ehye nipa ho eye dormant ase bibia nkokana ntriga ama wanhu esunsunsanso na ebehye honom saa na monkeypox iso etia na
that be monkeypox sister. Okay. Monkeypox there onya ebepi. I say chickenpox. Name you any chickenpox. Onya chickenpox ebepi. Enko hye bibia ebepi.
Okay, nti automatically no before obi benya bi no na chese wenya in contact with be a ono so infected person ana.
Ampa. You can only get it from an infected and getting into contact with obi a wenye bi.
Okay. Dog yeshe ni treatment na say ade a eche ansa na akọ ye Ghana for emmo ye hu ana.
One say so be nya chickenpox there usually about 3 weeks. Rashes na be pie na ne hili wi na yakase ho ato to out be kokrum. Sa na monkeypox is virus. Into the rashes na pie. Ube ma ho be 2 to 3 weeks. Rashes na be hili. Ina hili wi asa na be kasa onya infectious. Yabi I do what hu unsa ho kekepe. Unto be kasa ni na ko unless ni na hili and say be kasa we are no longer infectious.
Okay.
And usually about 3 weeks.
Okay, nti nkofo asabre no ye hu se omo ewo bi ne ye be isolate wo mo amoma hye baabia for 3 weeks and I say mu ja wo mo amoma kofie.
Oh, Pacho, what say when you identify the person, the next thing is isolation.
Okay.
Isolation, no better my isolation was here, and also better my isolation was hospitals.
Okay.
Omo young people, omo pregnant, omo elderly, no omo yakase will keep them in hospital because omo monkeypox better my STD. But for the young ones, active ones, once you're able to isolate with fear, and you remember what at Nafi, now you're health workers, about fear, now you're sure, or you're about, you're near there to me. And I will fear for so we will keep them monitor. Once men can say, Uncle, on Safi, once only rashes and I'll be there 1 year, or to milk by a monitor for 21 days. Yeah, you're more. That is it.
Okay, ain't moving forward, meaning some of the measures bebre abas will be infected person no on train home free nipa home like one more munye infected me my fire home bear one more bebre yema yen sahohro endi akotene pa and also the fever ne itches normally ade ni ache e bo ma muscle pain ne back pain and so na edeba it is obi nya san century ni we ya quickly no onkwaya isabia nanse bia mo de duro bi ato abontene bia esese nipa no koto no ma na hoto no
onkwaya isabia that's the first onkwaya isabia I am one of.
Okay eti answer na meja wa mo akono do moving forward ade na Ghana fo nyina enye because yare enya uhu pictures ni ade a eni enyan
first thing my embo ye book one and then they assemble back my embo who rash problem for hospital na yenhwe. Second thing, Jim Unyonku, the whole rash, unim nia ayewa, cover the rash. Cover the rash, the chest, ubeshe trouser, ewa unai and also ubeshe, a long sleeve and all blouse, long blouse, ewa unsa now I call hospital. Udu hoswa, mamu who said, me ba hane, minya rash into namaba, no monim nia, omobeya amao.
Doc, ye better scenario pa.
Tremendous.
Ebusuafo monkeypox ho komobo na yabo ne sabri ya na sabri de etoa kase ne so Burkina Faso sabri o mada dwumedie bi a esumbu yie pa edi monumental statue sa statue we say ejina ho no ema enkane womo president a obedi so Captain Thomas Sankara na enam so Emma omo state we gina hono ma ne nwuma pa ene ne nema pa ne ko obekon ye edeboa Burkina Faso enam so metiti ne ninte dodo na eba bepie mu ewo ehonom yankasa yen adehifo Honorable Edward Omaneboama one Minister for Defense, Honorable Muntaka Mubarak Minister for Interior and National Security, and Honorable Phyllis Kwachu Fusu, Honorable Minister for Government Communications, and Ahudu Bebre and Omoka Hunkopi, which made Nase.
There is so much to talk about Sankara, but to just put it short, Sankara and President Rawlings were contemporaries. So, and they believed in the same kind of direction. They were two charismatic leaders in this part of the world. And then one of them got killed. So, President Rawlings carried on. So you can see that once you want to talk about Sankara, you have to look at him from that perspective, that these were two revolutionaries from this part of the world, who were very close to each other, cooperated with each other. One got killed, one carried on and became a civilian president and all that. So that is Sankara for you.
The mausoleum that has been set up in honor of the late Captain Thomas Sankara and his 12 comrades who were slain in 1987 is really just a testament of the value that Burkina Faso places on its history and on its heroes. And the presence of Ghana here, a big delegation from Ghana, as well as representatives of President Rawlings' family, myself and two of my siblings here on behalf of the family as well, is really a show of solidarity of what the history that our two countries have in common. But I think that beyond that, it's also an important milestone in that with the current geopolitics, it serves as a rallying point for many of the countries in the sub-region to perhaps take a moment to reflect on what it means to be African.
Thomas Sankara's foundation have done their best to keep his legend alive, and we've always been happy to support. President Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rawlings was certainly, my father was certainly a huge supporter of the foundation, and he was a very close friend of Thomas Sankara. So it means a lot to be here, and it means a lot that the whole of Africa was more or less here to support this momentous occasion. United we will rise, and divided we will fall. That's the way I look at it. I think now more than ever we have the opportunity to come together as a continent. Many have come before who have tried to accomplish this, but I feel that the atmosphere is perfect for that kind of unity. We see what is happening in the West, and for once I think we're in a position to look inward at ourselves and see how we can progress as a continent, not just divided whereby everybody is doing something in their own little corner. And together I think we could be a force for good in this world. So I think let's streamline things, let's work towards a better future, and I think our leaders are on the precipice of making that happen. So I think we're in a good place, but certainly united.
Abusafo ya twakase no so na ye kwa homa no so na ye ne Owura Joshua Asamoah or senior meteorologist ewo Ghana Meteorological Agency ye nyina nim ensunya ntamo a eto enra amewrewra nipa dodo na nso efiefie mu na sabedi esi etimi ebo nkomo ne hwese de wiem nsachira ye no esi kwanya bia ye ba behu ensuo sei ebie wo na Owura Joshua wotame ka mema wa haba UTV promokase so me pato wadaro mo ene Ghana man yenhwe se ensuo ebeto wo mea ne baabi ana se even nkran potemu ha se nso
na meda na mucha arefu na ene akasa de nya dia yefe dia ano de ya e won kan ha ne de yefe dia de gudu ne benzo ye dia ka de gugu ko ya man dem o kaka ko pasa man dem na hokada nyensu frama ano nyɛ has na kɛsɛ Ghana fa do no ano ɛnya de ne nsu ano de be ha ya ɛbɛba ɛbɛyɛ ɛyɛ ewia no ne mu kom no ebe dia na ne kakaka
yɛhwɛ na wɔtwe ya yɛsimu yi na yɛkɔ ya possibility bi wɔ hɔnom sɛ nsuo no ebetimi atɔ ɛwɔ na wɔtwe mu ana ebio
na wɔtwe yɛ hwɛ nsuo ni but ne ɛbɔ bɛyɛ sɛ nonum a yɛde bigya ɛfrɛ ne sɛ weekly forecast bɛba abɔnten na yɛakyerɛ na wɔtwe nyinaa sɛdeɛ nsuo no bɛyɛ ɛbrɛ pɔte a yɛhwɛ nsuo anim ɛne ɛbrɛ a nsuo no bɛyɛ deɛ bɛtumi ha adwene nyinaa no ɛfiri nonum hɔ kɔ no yɛde saa forecast bɛba for the week but nsuo ɛwɔ hɔ within the week ano nhyɛ da nyɛ den bebree sɛdeɛ ihu no nnora ne deɛ na mmom ɔkɔ soro kakra te sɛ pɔyɛ mantam mu kɔ asante anaa ɛtifi mantam hɔ kakra ne deɛ ibetuma nya nsuo a ano bɛyɛ den kakra na sɛ nnora deɛ ne bi amfa hɔ nti likely sɛ hɔ no bɛnya nsuo kakra ano bɛyɛ den na wɔtwe yi mu pase de mdi kankan yɛ akyɛ koraa no nom deɛ yɛde saa forecast bɛba abɔnten na yɛakyɛ ɛbrɛ pɔte within the week a yɛhwɛ sɛ nsuo no ani
ora samade si enrei enya bia moma eho empopo ye se de sisi ye no mokra no eje mu nsem ana na mu nim se sa pepepe na ebesi
said your bibi and weekly forecast the Americano and ya said and there about Monday dia ya the weekly forecast about one thing and last week Monday na ya heard ni say na watching every year na dia nsuo regugu no be den ewo anafo ha nti na impact no ewo soro Friday ya de bigya ya friend no say weekend outbreak by I say weekend no Friday Saturday Sunday no yeah weather no there and also try Saturday and Sunday ni na chances nsuo beto wo soro pa and a Sunday no an kata so a Sunday warning ni alert we dey nsuo yiri kra be titi ewo nkraboko ni mantem ha enya ha nko fifi mantem ne fra mantem ba bi ho no mo na ho no nyina e ka ho nti e ade a ye bo ho kokko e kan enye ade a efu yi no kra
no ensu to e wo ho no mo pa na
pato bet me su bi ma
na mi bisase afi we e 2025 yi ensu to e wo ho no mo pa na nsu be to kese pa chen afra se ana
yeah seasonal forecast no the kind of babonting earlier I think somewhere in March na how our season across the country especially the southern part of Ghana na ana for hand na ye dey need a prayer from mpo no ha me say one hour from antemo mpo no fam no ene ya ye won kan ha na ye hwe above normal rainfall above normal na say nsuo no ebe wo so kakra a chen dey ye tai hu nti ye hwe nsuo ni nemom nso so ye kakra wo mu ne say eno nche say nsuo no beto da bia nemom ewo mu a se dey hu no nra no ba ko no adato no ano be den kakra nti ye kan nyina mbo mu a ebe wo so kakra bibisa na ye hwe ni mu ewo prayer fam ewo mpo no ha nemom wona wato ye fam mu eba asante mantem mu eba prayer mantem no hone de na ye expect normal conditions na say nsuo no do go ho no ensa da nya de chance to be nti for most part of southern Ghana na de enya de be nya nsuo a eboro de tai ho no so nemom ya ye wo the eastern coast no ye mpo ano prayer fam no na ye say nsuo no ebe wo so kaka asin de tai
ora someone meda wasepa na emepamusi ye besan aba wakachi biom na ya gi update dodo a ekoso yo ebusuafo ye free ho no ma yembra ora Richard Amo yate wono ene director of inspectorate nadmu ahoma no so ora yate wotimi kan me ma wa ha ba UTV promokase so
no take
okay wada menra ensu eto ya manipa dodo na eho aka me pato nadmu anamontu be enamutu di afa ho.
Yeah, and I'm a journal tono. And not more. Ghana National Fire Service, Ghana Armed Forces, Police. The year came out for the night. They were more one car. The young to one can the and then you nipa every got east. nipa free adenta nipa free la kwantara omo ya no mo be ya ni omo
okay, all right. Yenche said this yanasa enrenso neto in impact na city no minim say ba na nadmo a munya anase muhu niema bi sei we no ekwanimu yie pa na impact no ano eden anase entese mmire bi atwamu de
flooded, but the other floods in the fire, and the thing that coil, it seems no food. I'm not a bit.
Okay, nti sabe ye koye ni medi ade e na omanfo enye futu a wo de bema wo mo ho aka so na mo nti obe na omo betu because ka me say ohaw no eba say ya bia nadmo hwe na bia makomo mo mattress na niema bi wo ho no na mo de ama wo mo obi ka say nkosi da ben na be koso say ya bibi wo ho no ma ese se omanfo chi omo free ho ejaye se de be ya sa wo ye na bi say ya ye hu sa bi wa na
futu a mo de bema amanfo say amanfo a radio. There will be a radio, TV, weather information. What this time no, in so better, in so the year, you're doing in our ticker, or social media, it's not more, will be a repair, will be the nearest NADMO officer there who won't safe havens are a whole better. That is the hotlines. So asem to o betin afre na ya ba yo mo after so afuto ma ko so se wo pia yen na dwe se isuno betin na Nigeria to isuno anote wo se so wo twemu de car e fa won car kuro wo de fo mo a car isuno betin apeje car no afa wo so aka ho iti isuno e ba no so no bi pia won ko asibia no e fa it's a preventive but I contaminated. They will make sure that it be a cold and now for Ukraine, a contaminated no. If you can a more reptiles, snakes there was a whole it's a foot so who's a sweet men you are men you want to say show make me answer and I show make you answer the now prepare baby aka yamboa hotlines no 112 a national hotline 112 which is our friend to direct on 0299 350 030 which is friend on the share which is be dear one of their tour a ball from about abayo mo
okay all right yati e beda wasepa na me pemi be san ba wakache ebio abusuafo eyora Richard Amo yate ena yeten nka no yeto akase ne so chairman Emma Parliament Committee on Assurance and ono kasa so esan ye mashebedwani e wo bimbila mpesua so honorable Dominic Nitiwo ena sabodi atu dwase ne committee ne sabre nyame ya domo a July bosome no e wa fimpim yenu ne adununum won betena se no mo atie ahwese ampa ensemo a eba no asoafo eba mrahebedwam eba beka anase ne mo maka wo honum nyina no wo mo aya wo se sa committee no ejina honom ema so mbeye nhwehwemu yie na wo mahwe so se boshe ahodo a eye mrahebedwam ene asoafo no eba ebe ni nyina no wo mo aye wo de wo mani bedi akira hwe se wo maye ni nyina se de be ya enema Ghana fo hwe ni mu so wo nsa beka ene ahoto no so no wo nsa aka.
We are actually a committee of parliament that is to monitor the execution of promises undertaken and words that we say to parliament, especially from government officials, including ministers, deputy ministers, CEOs, all appointees of the president, including even the judiciary and even the media. If you don't want this work to the committee to go after you, then you don't make a promise to Parliament. Remember that Parliament is a group of people who represent the people. So when you make a promise to Parliament, you are actually making that promise to the people of Ghana. And Parliament itself, in its new standing orders, decided to give the leadership of Parliament, this committee, to the opposition for good reasons, just like public accounts, to ensure that they can hold people accountable to what we say. It's to ensure that Parliament itself is strong enough to be able to do what it needs to do.
Parliament is the representative of all Ghanaians. And for that matter, if we talk of Parliament, we are talking of the entire nation. We're not talking about partisanship. So this committee will resolve that we are going to work in the interest of Ghanaians to ensure that every city that has been entrusted into any public official is properly accounted for, to ensure that at least we have value for money and also have good governance. And for that matter, we are not going to be partisan. We are able to ensure that there's proper accountability. That is why the Public Accounts Committee is there. Public Accounts Committee is not chaired by the ruling government, it's chaired by the opposition, just as the Committee on Assurance, so that we will ensure that at least the assurances that public officials make, that they are going to use our state resources to undertake projects for us, they are done, and then they should not take Ghanaians for granted. This committee is there to ensure that Ghanaians are not taken for granted, and then the Public Accounts Committee is there to ensure that the spending that public officials make are in line with the public financial management regulations, to ensure that at least they have spent in line with law. We don't just give you money and just go and use it as you want it.
We are actually a committee of Parliament that is to
abusafo ye to akase no so asabe ye ko yensem choni Prince Akwa honom ne nya nte yese Parliamentary Select Committee on Religious and Chieftaincy Affairs o makon nkwansra we adwuma nkwansra on Local Government Ministry honom makopimo. Prince, what to make am mo ha eba UTV premo kase so
meton kan mejo so pa
bibia boko de
na me adom jiri so ho ye
nya me adom me ho ye pa we de wadaro mafama ne bo emaye mpanyfo ahodo ben ene kopiemu e wo ministry so
yema Ghana fo nyina kwaba emepiemu United Television so na eme ewe said odi kan ebo amane no select committee the religious and chieftaincy affairs omo ene kopiemu na first of all odi kan kopiemu ministry omo the Ministry of Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs and ono mo ekodi nkomo minister Ibrahim Ahmed onospoe ma shebe gani e obanda na owekamo omo kama nti owushia no amane boni mo no chairman opani chire ntuma wo bi chire mo se ba mo ba na nyese bia omo de group no omo anase bibisa na mo ni nyina ni kina se omo pese omo no mo nyanyo nkofa na mo hwe ye bia challenge je kan se bia o how bi omo name na mo tumi so e the report na ko na the speaker so any aba ho sebe ya na mo go ho nyina betumi aka mo bo ma so man na aboa o man Ghana apa na ntuma pa e de efra na chairman minister no so eje won anigye so ekire won se nani asopa anamon a me the committee no atu no nani aso akwan wa fa so no na mo ne nsema hodo ni bi ne se omo no de omo keka kan nyina ne se ombehwe se ahonidie hu nsem se sanitation
ebetumi aye okay eno echi no so kwa no omo ne some municipal assemblies ni bibe no so be kan bo afa na honi bi se bi kan kan no eno echi no so ya ma hemfofo ni bi so power Mr. Tumi ni ahodo a ombetumi ahwe no san kire mu bi mu se dum pempenso bi obokuro bi din se asensefo a o kire mu se oho no kopi mu oho no mu a se de ahonidie hu nsam a kono kra bono mantem wo so nya kuro mienu eso etwa so kire se omo modene bo eba na ahonidie hu nsam a eno so eso animpa enti se yemfa ne se ye nyina kohyia communal labor na ahemfofo te ho ne ya boss a kuro miensa ahemfo din abo waba so a enkai ko aka no so be yiro mo ho se next time na the next meeting dia no won so what do won be shemu eno echi no so chieftains in some ahodo a obewi na okuruba akura ahemfo mienu miensa no eno so mo di nima pa ahodo egu akono so omo te the neutral committee on betumi ahwe na ya so bo sa nyima ne nyina na owie ye no ena maame Lydia Alabisi ono ebisa question na question bi ta ne se edu pempenso bi a wo hwe won a woton sobolo ewo asoridan mu ne na sefo no ha adwen pa nimpa bi wo ho no mu a na o hypertension ana se o diabetic patient ana o yare bi a doctor krama ni nuru se onhwe no nom na asofo ni bi aka che no so wo je Yesu moja eno Yesu ogboro ana je Yesu hu sra eya ano nti wo yare bi no de ma sa nimpa no se ononom nimpa be hwe so anu ma be wi eche na fu adoa na enduro no kwa ye de ma no wanhwe so anu na wafa so ahwere ne nkwa nti eno no de na ministry no eye but minister no de odoje sa question no ne be pimo Christian Council no and the same question no repeating the Christian Council when in France mo kan ye say omo de don betumi aka say o betumi e de nhyehyɛ ya to apono so a na ne nyina agina say e bia nipa ne ye member e de ma the Christian Council kuo no na mo so onye member e de ma Christian Council kuo ne de kuo ne dia enya de a o betumi aka ho say o betumi akondemn the act no say nipa no ton so bolo e de ma wo mo e wo nipa obi o yare say onjina onom eno ne ade o betumi ahwe na ya condemn no but as to say you mekan the betumi take him pan on e de eno no say onye member of the Christian Council no dia omontumi enka ho asem enti no oba so obisa egu atore no se fia no sisi na ye tourism ministry no te de na dwumadi ni nyina no e de aba na wie ye enti dwumadi no a omode hyehyehye so me nyina no say omode the ministries no ye na ministry no challenges bi omo wo no won so no omo ahye enti nsem kan ni nyina no tokwapo eno no
okay na de eye me won pa ne say eye Minister ammo no homodin anyi anoi se wo kɔ ne yeton so bolomo make se nipa na yare instead so obekɔ hospital no na bi ɔte asɔre fie ana se bi wo honom company niema bi wo ha concoction bi ne de amom ade na ministry no nso mfa ne mangu akwam no mun sisi like omun putu a stop to sa act ni nyina ana ndo osusu se ye yankasa individual no yasema
well minister no ono so don't forget say oye elder the Church of Pentecost and then again osankan bi mo say saade we esusu ebaye no a check ne saade ndi me sure say de na wo wie no di wie no saa no no pese odi wie say e bia ye mfa ne say this abna na wakọ so dem na woni me say ya ma waduro say no muti na ya wo ya ne ya ma so ogbolo woni me say so ogbolo so nye etipaye duro ne de ma say no na waje na to say in the name of church nti no be no na asefo e be wie akire no na che say ne akoye bo achi bi din nti well said you no susu say on fa no nkoto ha mu because we are sorry penny nti so be ka say tia sorry dia na na akoye say bia because Ghana de okoyi anu obenyu obi so aka che ne say ha say ya onya ministry appointment no oni asofo ana asofo bi no akwakonya asem but the Christian Council there won no omo ye mpanifo a meka ne say moderators ahodo mpanifo most reverend na ahodo omo nyina ahia mu ha no me say nti one day me gidi say wo wakonya say wo say wotumi eka de wo kan no nti no minister de ne yenja ma ono ne Ghana for na judgment no enfam
okay Prince Medasepa na akosofo ani nso edi eche de be free mo ba bia so ma YouTube ahwefo nyina ho bi
Mr. Medase
okay obusafo yensem training Prince Akwa ene ete na man bonus abrede ye kwa ahoma no so ne ye owura Gilbert ni anka ona eye kasamafo obepie mu KMA na sede mpemfo de beto wabontene se eba no eye mie bia ensese ye de ne emesi bia bia ensese wotena se woton wade bia bi wo hono mo a bacho emra no ebra na se wo mo ma wotumi se wokosi wo kiosk krompo esia sabre ye yi sankofo ni nyina efi hono mo nti se owura ewa homa no so owura ni woteme nka me ma wo ha ba YouTube promo kase so
media
Accra Metropolitan Assembly, Honorable Michael Akwalo Idano, Mayor of Accra, Ikiamu for United TV, Area.
Yeje won so pa. Wadaroma said ye mude atu dwai because minim se moma eye dwadifo nom ne ade moma mre kakra se wo mo emfemfi ho na mbeti mo ho egu emontin so nyame ya dum ochina e na mo hye sa dwumedi na se ehe for potin na mo de moni e kira hyase.
Thank you very much for opportunity to be on again. Na o share exercise here ye ba bedi ochina ya ma men kan bibi say mayor some few minutes ago, Ishia assembly members, Ishia tax force now, mobile Jumitino. Now, the message is very clear. And yet, the usual abaya, the force, Jim Crawford, kitty. We know Jumidia, ye move on from the street to specific areas. I'm betting me 80 or Mujuma. Now, Ochina exercise is in 3 phases. Day one, focus areas, work within the AMA enclave or into AMA enclave or Octagon area or Accra City Hotel. Hawkers no more triangles, star areas in the deal with Domina. I say over from Kimbu Road all the way to railways, also Yebet Dijuma, I say ECD junction to Kintakiteria Statue Hall, Law School Road, also, and also Yebet Yi Omoa, what kind of Munina, or Ashishomo, Baby Pa. I say Osha Zongo Lane. Now about Opera Square all the way to Adabraka. Now my main cafe you may the next crossing municipal assembly and AD side you may okay. The one now these are focus areas. Now they too also will be focusing on Wato Junction area school. Now your back how lane I think so you better dealing with UTC road to Timber Market. Part of Kwame Nkrumah circle na o chef na last time I saw any glamour road and no na they train no focus no ebe wo Kwame Nkrumah circle any Kaneshi enclave na Kaneshi hono you better target Pamplum lane so and the 2-foot bridges now so basically no this is going to be the operational modular yedi be decide you know ochina.
Okay. Oranka oka asemu yi wo mafi ho e de o makọ eye baby papa na che so mu nyina akobo o ma no ho no ma di o mudwa. Ehe fa pote na mo de o mokọ. Hello. Oranka na mi bisa se de o sikan ne se mu yi wo mo efisa mia ya wabobo so yi na mo de o makọ eye baby papa na che se nyese mo pam wo mo krase o mo mfiri ho wabra munya eye demarcated area bi ema wo so mo kwotena ho no ndi o mudwa. Ehe fa na mu yi o mafiri ho mo hyase o kine. Ehe fa na mo de o mokọ.
Thank you very much. Mayor Ishia Jitifono, a moment declare very, very clear. Majority of traders or more shares within the market are or moving to me aside that, also the mayor Ashefe within the city on specific dates and times of the week, they blockade certain streets in collaboration with police. I'm at 24 80 and this is going to be on 24-hour basis. Now, as part of the 24-hour operational model, now we're announcing issues of sanitation very key. I think security task force will ensure they would provide security for these ladies. The entire 24 hour. Aside that, also, Mayor Akase, you may hear about the market payment. Omo estimate the week some of the payments now and so aside that also assembly is looking at redeveloping markets within the metropolis. Now it means our probability a lot more of them. Oshe Flagger Market, London Market. During engagement, all those concerns are out. Now Mayor has assured the government will provide funds to expand these markets. I bet me accommodate now it won't reoccur back onto the street. Those are the measures. Now one last thing I can say there's going to be a tariff reform into Obuhoha. Maybe the tariff will just 60 Ghana say you didn't share ever to that tariff you better to manage
40 cities. Now, assembly also ever round, Emma, you say, Utimitia, I may be Nana, your reward, I get a matter for you. Sir, is she for and a mayor, after there's not Saturday or engage you and then American, if you listen to the traders themselves now, they have welcomed the new reforms at the assembly. It is there, Ebeboa, Ama, Omo, Dumedi, at Tumpon. Okay,
Oran Crab, Semitia, we year. After say nyame adomo chena ne nadichi bi mo yi nefo me ensensi wo samo de yesa exercise mu wie a mu bepe eda no wo na wotwe baako mu na ma blocking roads no na adwadifo na ba ho na ye ne e ba bedi dwa na ba beto nema e de free ho yesa
sa pepe na America na President John Dramani Mahama what say within the greater Accra region or the mass street light, solar street light. Now Mayor Emma traders no say Accra will not be left out. Markets in Accra will not be left out. Now as part of blocking these streets for this 24-hour trading, we know so the Senate many all modalities with respect to signage. I say this media no this is saying now up
okay, tina mu blockade area na chese after that day no omu wia no masan come back to baby omu share omu nyuma no omu ensan enko create meye the new norm ama fe be wi eche na mo san come back say oh ye ne kan ye enso say masan beji ho no maboso nti mo san enko back ye nyanye no bio enko yes asem no
not at all. Then American it's go consultations ne ya yada nti ye fa days traffic no very less so share some weekends now ye block immediately omu tumi we are the next day weekday no to say obia on adie that particular entity no more kasana they have welcomed that very suggestion and omu could say you need to as soon as possible.
Okay, yebe da sepa ora Gilbert ni ankra mepemu ni yebe san ba wakache na yaje ensimi mu so enchemu ebi obusafo sabre yenda ye ho ne enko yensem chiro ni Philippa Atanga honomo na onfa ma ne bobi emayen quartabo nam 1 ni nsimbi atogno fa mu nchiremu pa enfa ma Philippa otome ka me mo haba UTV premo kase so
abna me joso
na wo ho te sei
nyame adom me ho ye
de nyame ase de yeti emu nchiremu pa ne sei
yo eye na ma pia mensa di adodo no de nim no eye nam 1 na samri odina simbia court of appeal nim na court of appeal abo assembly go na nam 1 ni pen Ghana fo bebre na nim se samri na sem da court Ghana fo bi nim na atwe na court se wabo mo apo ama samri ye di ko edu abo no se wabo sankofo na apo eye Ghana sika bebre na emra asem no koda Accra High Court no kwadubofo na ba be kaninsim ni na ewie fie afre adansefo enti na edu ba bia wo se court no adanse na kwadubofo ndi abetu court ni lim ni omo nsem o maka no wo se court ni ma na mo ankwan na ono so okasa aso nsem na adansefo na be ka no ebuye di se wo se ye hye nam 1 se ono su oyi no ho ano na eno na otimuafo ni hwe di na o se ampa nsem na ye dia betu court ni nim no kwadubofo na simo dia betu court ni nim etwa je se eye nam 1 oyi nsem bia no na eno na owura nam 1 ne bo anjo so ena o se odi asem no court of appeal na odi asem no court of appeal no ena o san ba Accra High Court ena obeka che court ne se owura judge me de masem akwa dan court of appeal after na court of appeal ba betie masem se enu kwan se ni yimsim bia no enti na be ya asem na me de udi wo Accra High Court no twentwen so ko si se court of appeal di ehunu aye beba na court of appeal High Court no judge no ebo assembly guye se ontumi ntwen ema court of appeal endi assembly wie wo se otokosoa edi asem no na no so na one sanjo so na wasan da asem na kwa court of appeal ni say court of appeal for judge for munke bi mame me de masema ba be dan mu nti makoka che High Court se ka High Court ntwentwen so ko sise mu be di asem ni wie ansa na wato asem no so Haka High Court judge ne say on jintumu enti mon kan wa asem ma me eno ne friend stay of proceedings na eno na enne court of appeal asem na court of appeal aka che na one say na asem no de abetu court ni nim no bibisu nku bi enimu a ombetumi agina so aka say omuma aka High Court na atwentwen so kosi say omombe ka na asem na edo mwenim ne wie enti no court na aboego enti Samia court na boss as in negu na say aka High Court ebetumi akoso edi oranam 1 na sem no na eno ne epie na ebi say oranam 1 say ka wo de wasem ba say court of appeal enke bi ma court na enke bi ama na de na aka afa no si samra na edi ye adwuma Some is a court of appeal abona semwegua enso wa enti na Supreme Court wo ho no enti nyamra na mom wo kwan no eno no na lawyer for the akwadwen ho na na mutu fufuo bia e wo ho no no mutu saa anamo no na emom eye customers ne de nipa o kasama o de na ni agi esanso o say nia esie ne no ebema atentene ni aye adwuma enti saa me ye be koso ara ne ye di echi ye be hwe say High Court no Samia Court of Appeal abo asem neguno again on High Court na ebesanka and I think it's a Court of Appeal to fra asem na nkasa nso a ebedi enu switchi na yakoti bi.
Okay, Philippa Medasepa said the wedi kan ye dia to jakoso afo ani edi eche na de befima bebia so ama UTV ahwefo nyina nso atibia sen ho bi. Abujanfo nsem chiri ni Philippa Tanga na ete na mane bonus abre ye home kase no so Yakoba David Oforisafo Bongo different the agudi munsam so ebeto asonko bebia beba sisia